What's up, YouTube? This is Ultra Rye, and today is our second part, how to become an Elder God. So, in the first video, we worked on a basic combo, right? We worked on blocking jump-ins standing, because they're an overhead, and blocking lows low. We worked on punishing special moves, so every time your opponent threw out a special move that was punishable, you're punishing it now, and you're using the combo that you learned. And now we are, and we learned an anti-air, right? We learned a solid anti-air. So these next things that we're going to learn today, we're going to learn two separate things. And some people are going to say, oh, you probably shouldn't worry about these so quickly, because there's some more things fundamentally that you can learn. But I disagree, because I think creating bad habits sometimes is worse. And I think these two things are something that are important to learn early. And obviously, this is just my opinion, right? So, I think this is the time where you need to learn how to hit confirm, right? So, hit confirm is when you throw out an attack, if your attack hits, you go into your combo, right? If it is blocked, you don't go into your combo. And this is important to learn because let's say you don't learn this now and you're always throwing out like unsafe stuff on block, right? You're going to be getting punished and you're creating a bad habit. Like if you've been doing something like this or something like this for 6 months and then you try to learn how to hit confirm, you already have the muscle memory in your head that no matter what, you're going to finish the combo. So I think that this is something that you need to learn now, because this is something that will bring you through Mortal Kombat and every single fighting game there is, right? You need to be able to hit confirm if you want to get good. And you can do this by going to training mode and have your opponent block a random combo, right? This means that sometimes they're going to block the combo and sometimes they're not going to block the combo. So if they block the combo, you're not going to go into your special move, right? If it hits, then you're going to go into your special move and you're going to work on that simple combo. And you're going to do this off of all of your strings, right? Just don't do it off of one string, practice it off of all of your strings. And now, when you throw out a move, if it's blocked, you're not committing to the unsafe part of this thing, right? Or the unsafe special move. So I think this is something that is very important fundamentally and something that you should learn early on, because this is something that you're just going to need. And the second one I think might be controversial, but I think you need to learn how to punish gaps. And I think you need to learn how to punish gaps, because if you don't know how to punish gaps, right, people are going to get away with some crazy pressure. Like, let's take Lime. 214 is +6, right? Which means that I can pretty much do whatever I want after, and if you don't understand that there's a gap between this, I am going to look like Johnny Cage when I'm playing you. But also, punishing gaps means that you're recognizing strings, right? While you're playing the game, you're like, okay, this string has a gap in it, I can punish this gap. Or this string doesn't have a gap, so I can't punish this gap. And you're working on recognition. And a lot of fighting games is recognizing what your opponent doing is what they're not doing, right? So this just builds on your hand-eye coordination, and you're going to be able to punish gaps. Obviously, later on, people are going to cover their gaps at a higher level, but at your level, not many people are probably covering their gaps, alright? And you don't always have to try to punish the gap, but you just need to understand that the gap's there. Because normally after you punish it a couple times, they're going to be like, okay, I can't finish that string. So how do you do this? So you're going to have someone like Lime, you're going to go to training mode, you're going to go to opponent type, and you go down to reversal mode, and you're going to turn that on. And you're going to go over to, I suggest you use your own character to set this up with. So let's say you're maining Lee May, you're going to go to Enhanced Chain Reaction, right? Because that's the armored move. And you're just going to go through the character's move list. You would go down to move list and just go into tag. Right? You're just going to tag strings. You're just going to do them, right? Alright. So obviously we know there's not a gap with one, right? Because it's one hit. There has to be 2 hits for a gap. So let's see. 1-2, is there a gap? Alright, so there's no gap in 1-2. What about 1-2-4? Yes. Now we know that there's a gap in this string 1-2-4. If you notice, after the 1-2, she armored through and she punished the 3rd hit.
Justice is served.
So now we know that there's a gap in that string. So now let's go down to 2-1. Alright, there's no gap in 2-1. But what about 2-1-4? There's a gap, right? So now you know that if you're playing against a Lee May and she's throwing out all these strings, that you can just armor through the gap. Now we're just going to cancel all these, but you'd go through all of these, right? And you would tag them just so you don't have to remember them. But you go through all the strings, so then we would go through like back 3-4. It's not tagged because I know the strings, but you're going to tag them. Also, you can go through special moves to see if there's a gap, right? There is actually a gap in between the EX instant air flip kick. There is a gap that you can punish, and that's off of a special move. If you don't punish that gap, it's safe. So you're going to go through the whole cast, and I don't care if you write them down, whatever. The main thing is you're getting an idea for what has gaps and what doesn't, and then you're going to work on punishing gaps. We're not going to focus on gaps that are full combo punishable yet, just because I want you to work on recognizing strings, what strings are coming out, and what strings aren't coming out. And punishing the gaps is just a bonus, right? Because it's something that you're definitely going to have to learn about. And those are the only 2 things we're going to add right now. So right now, to complete the thing, right, we have a cameo button. So you're getting used to using your cameo a little bit. We know how to anti-air. We know how to block jump-ins standing because they're an overhead. And we got to block lows low. We know that most of the time you're going to block low and react to the jump-in. We know a basic combo. And now we're going to know how to hit confirm that combo. So if you miss your punish or something, you're not just going to do something punishable and get punished back. And when you're in the neutral and you throw out a button, if it hits, you're going to know to go into the combo. If it doesn't hit, then you're going to know to stop the string. And we know how to punish gaps. And main thing is we're recognizing what strings our opponents are throwing out. And that is it for this video. I'm going to try not to make these too long, and I'm going to try to add slowly. I appreciate the support. Join the Discord down below. If you want to join my community, we play games. We do King of the Hills 3 days a week. Join my Twitch if you want to come hang out. And I appreciate it, and y'all have a fantastic 2024.